What's going on, Jerome's? So the Minnesota Vikings shuffled the deck of the quarterback room. I said deck. Shuffled the deck of the quarterback room today because second-year quarterback Jaren Hall, former fifth-round pick, the pride of BYU, the Mormon missile, got some run as a rookie. Some good Atlanta game, some bad Packers game, but showed up and showed out in preseason after J.J. McCarthy went on injured reserve, made the most of his opportunity, and frankly looked really damn good given his chance to operate the offense, and it looked like a lock to be the quarterback 3 as he made the initial 53-man rooster. But then, plot twist, the Vikings today signing Brett Rypien, bit of a journeyman backup, undrafted out of Boise State from back in the day. Also, so we did have the video today assigning nicknames. Brett's nickname is Ass, not because he's ass, but he might be ass, but he's ripping ass. I'm basically like 12. Anyways, but they waived Jaren Hall. He goes on waivers, and the Vikings have talked about potentially trying to bring Jaren Hall back to the practice squad. Now, TBD if he'll get claimed. There's some scuttlebutt about a Jaren Hall injury from the Eagles game. Kevin O'Connell harped on that during the broadcast, as well as teams already had their 53s and practice squads set, so they'd have to make some changes to bring aboard Jaren Hall. I think that there's a decent chance that he clears waivers, but remember, once he clears waivers, like, he doesn't have to sign with the Vikings practice squad. He could take his talent somewhere else. That's something that Kwesi alluded to, where he said that if he chooses to do so, and just reading between the lines, it's pretty fair to say Jaren Hall's pissed at this development. But Kevin O'Connell had some thoughts about some things. This is from Will Ragged. Sports Illustrated did a great write-up on this. Quote, Kevin O'Connell talking here. I firmly believe in Jaren Hall's future. I believe that we brought Jaren Hall here for a long-term process. You guys have heard me talk about quarterback journeys a lot. That timeline got sped up when we went through the amount of numbers we did a year ago. So, of course, the Vikings, Kirk Cousins going down. Nick Mullins is already on IR. Pasternak came in. Jaren Hall got hurt. So there's a lot of moving parts there. But Hall made the 53 and was on it as a rookie. And now, again, so part of the reason why Jaren Hall, quote, knowing though he put Jaren in a tough situation as a rookie last year, yes, you did. I really want to evaluate what's in his best interest for him to have the longest, most successful career and reach all the goals that he's more than talented enough to reach, O'Connell continued. I do hope that involves him staying here and continuing the process. So, again, Kwesi saying, if Jaren Hall chooses to do so. And then Kevin O'Connell saying, I do hope that involves him staying here and continuing that process. Like, they know that he's pissed. And they know that he'll probably clear waivers. And again, he doesn't have to re-sign here with the Vikings practice squad. He could go somewhere else. I'm sure that there will be interest there. But, I mean, part of it is Jaren Hall made the 53 as a rookie. It looked like he was making the 53 year 2. And, don't sleep on the money aspect either. Because if you're on a roster week 1, your base salary for the year is fully guaranteed. So Jaren Hall just went from $915 guaranteed to, if he's on a practice squad, you get a maximum of $21,300. All right, now, I understand that's big numbers for us mere mortals, but kind of makes a difference, man. It's kind of a big deal. And also the whole thing about he took or derb. I mean, what else can I do? I played really damn good against 2s and 3s. I did everything that you asked of me. I got this opportunity, and then now you replaced me with Brett frickin' Rypien. Come on, man. Speaking of Brett Rypien, this is what Raggets wrote again. If it comes down to it, and they're probably hoping it doesn't, the Vikings would feel better about turning to Rypien this year than they would about playing Hall. Rypien could even theoretically push Mullins for the QB2 job this season, although Connell said he anticipates Mullins being the backup in week 1. I feel like they buried the lead there. O'Connell again, quote, that move is really indicative of knowing what we went through last year, having the opportunity to have a couple of veteran guys behind Sam with comfort in the system, O'Connell said. Brett has had some exposure to different variations of our system, which will give him a fast-track timeline. It gives us a little more of a short-term foundational plan for a week from Sunday versus what might be in Jaren Hall's best interest or what's best for his career. Basically, I understand where Kevin O'Connell is coming from. I can also understand why Jaren Hall would be pissed because basically they're saying is like, hey, we don't necessarily want Jaren Hall out on the field. We don't think that would be best for his progress. And O'Connell, respect to O'Connell admitting that they put Jaren Hall in a bad situation against the Packers. Now, we fans were clamoring to get a look at Jaren Hall later in the season. He looked like ass, thank you, in the first half against the Packers, but that wasn't necessarily all on him. And also, O'Connell having the quick hook for him, nah. If you're going to commit to the kid, just commit to the kid. There you go. But they didn't want to be more than 2 plays away from Jaren Hall, which I sort of understand because he does need some more time, even though he's 27,000 years old. And bringing in Rypien, like O'Connell said, he's been in similar offenses. He's been in offenses from the other side of the McVay tree. And now he could eventually push Nick Mullins, which I don't know. Like Nick Mullins, he'll throw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Who knows which team those touchdowns are going to be for, though. But I do think that the Vikings want more of a less high variance backup option. And also, I mean, looking at this quarterback room, I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, I think that is very possible that Jaren Hall, even if he goes unclaimed on waivers, which I think is likely, that he could just sign somewhere else out of spite, out of pride, which I wouldn't necessarily blame him because he thinks that the team did him dirty, and it's clear reading between the lines of what Kwesi and O'Connell said that is the case, and Jaren Hall is pretty pissed, but I don't know. So the Vikings may have to look elsewhere for quarterback 4. But, I mean, if Rypien gets up to speed, I mean, he hasn't been in any great shakes when he's been in actual game situations, played in 10 games, started 4, but I don't know, man. Like, Sam Darnold just better be good and stay healthy as a horse. That's where we're currently at, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Head coach Kevin O'Connell weighs in on the Jaren Hall, Brett Rypien situation. Listener, your thoughts, our thoughts, his thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull, production value.